What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Us vs. Them YouTube channel. I'm your host, Vince, and we're going to break down the main event for the upcoming fight night we have this weekend. We have Arnold Allen versus Melquizael Costa. Going to be a fucking sick fight. I'm super excited about it. I'm getting ahead of myself already. But anyway, we have Arnold Allen at minus 154. He's the favorite right now. And then Melquizael Costa is plus 120. He's the underdog. Before I get into this further into this breakdown, if I can remind you guys, hit the like button for this video, subscribe to the channel, all that bullshit. Yeah, fuck it, let's get into this breakdown. One thing I want to say before we get too far in this breakdown is that we have been perfect on this channel at predicting these guys in the past. Arnold Allen's last fight against Jean Silva, we predicted Silva to get that one done. And then we're 2-0 with Costa in his last two fights since we started our channel. And actually, if you go back and watch it, we picked Costa to win by finish. So, you know, obviously, you know, I think I got a pretty good line on these guys. You know, we're doing really well at predicting them. So I definitely would focus on this video and tune in. The first thing you'll notice when you're doing the research on this fight is the activity difference between the two fighters. Arnold Allen on the one side, he's averaging maybe about one fight a year. He's been in the UFC since 2015. And then on the other side, you have Melquizael Costa, who's averaging like 2, 3, 4 fights a year. He's getting a lot more activities, he's a lot more busy, and obviously that activity is going to help him. It's going to have its pros and cons for sure, but that's the one thing you're going to notice right away. The second thing you notice after breaking that down is the quality of competition. Obviously, Costa has got a lot more quantity in competition recently, but the quality of competition definitely is going to go with Arnold Allen. He's fighting guys like Movsar Evloev, Jean Silva, who we got, Giga Chikadze, Max Holloway. I mean, he's fighting the top guys in the world. You know, at the time of the fighting his opponents, you know, his last 8 opponents, have been top 15 fighters in the world, ranked opponents in the UFC. On the other side of this, you have Melquizael Costa. This is his first or second ranked opponent in the UFC ever. So the quality and strength of schedule definitely leaning more towards Arnold Allen. When it comes to skill for skill, especially in the striking, I think Melquizael Costa has a big advantage. He's got that Muay Thai style, really diverse kicking. We've seen that in the last couple fights where he's getting finishes on guys who have never been KO'd before, and it's because of the kicking. Not only is Costa maybe a better striker, but I think he might have I think he has a jiu-jitsu advantage as well. If he's on his back, I can see him being more of a threat from his back than Arnold Allen especially. I can see him do more sweeps and shit like that. Obviously, you know, he's more dangerous from the top too. But I think the difference in the grappling is going to lie in the wrestling. I think Arnold Allen is going to be the better wrestler between the two. So between the two, obviously, you know, the better wrestler is going to dictate who can get the fight on the ground 9 times out of 10. So this is kind of a long way of me saying I don't really predict a lot of grappling in this fight. I think it's going to be mainly these guys stand in front of each other and swing. So I'm trying to predict how this fight's going to break out. And when I'm kind of doing that prediction, I'm definitely see Costa being on the back foot more. Arnold Allen is going to be on the front foot. He's typically on the front foot more so in a lot of fights. Arnold Allen is more of a boxer. He's got that boxing style, big power in his hands. So he's going to be the one looking to get on the inside. So we're going to see Costa kind of skating on the outside, looking to land his kicks, especially his leg kicks early on. He's going to want to mobilize Arnold Allen to kind of slow him down a little bit and so he can find that range to start working up his body. You know, Arnold Allen, on the other hand, like I said, he's going to want to look to get inside with his strikes. So he's going to want to look to cut him off on the cage as he's circling, cut him off, land strikes or throw strikes on the inside so he can actually get inside. And that's where he's going to want to find his shots in his boxing range and land the big shots he's looking for. Arnold Allen obviously wants to get in that range, sit down on a big punch, and put his lights out. You know, I've been going back and forth on this fight, so it is kind of hard to predict. So naturally, when it's a fight like that, I'm going to lean more towards the underdog because we're gamblers. That's what we're here for. You know, so I think the value is going to be in Costa. Like I said, I do think skill for skill, technique for technique, Costa is a better fighter. But that's not always who wins fights. Sometimes it is who wants it more, who has the bigger heart, who's got the better cardio. And as far as cardio goes, at least in past fights, Arnold Allen is the more, he's more battle tested. We've seen him do 5-round fights before and push when he gets tired and keep pushing. We have also seen Melquizael Costa on the other side in round 3 lose when he gets there. He gets to round 3 and he seems to coast. You know, bank 2 rounds and then just kind of coast. He can't do that this fight. It's a 3-round fight. So if he's going to look to bank any rounds, he's got to win the first 3 and then he's got to coast for 10 rounds. That's going to be a long-ass 10 minutes. I think a big factor in this fight is going to be energy management from Costa. If he goes out there and fights the way he has the last couple fights, you know, it's going to be high risk, high reward. He can find that knockout early and look like a fucking hero. But on the other side of that, you can go in there and fucking dump your load right off the bat, and next thing you know, it's round 2, round 3, round 4, and all the lactic acid's building up and your lungs are burning and you want to quit, and he might find his way out. So it could go one of two ways. I think so. The energy management is going to be up to Costa, and I think it's up to Costa because Arnold Allen on the other side of this isn't necessarily known to push a pace well. He does well at He does well at staying in a pace. But he's not the type of fighter that's going to throw a bunch of volume in your face, change between striking and grappling, use grappling to break people. No, he's going to kind of stand in front of you and look to pick his shots. So I think Costa, this is kind of my way of saying Costa has an opportunity to, if he decides to manage his energy this time and show that he's kind of leveling up as a fighter. That's kind of one of the last things you want to see him level up on before he starts to get into the higher level competition. One of my favorite picks on this fight is Costa to get this done by decision. I think Arnold Allen, I think he's too muscly to get submitted. I'm not really seeing him getting a submission outside of a club and sub or, a front choke. I think a front choke is the only possibility I can see. Outside of that, I'm not seeing Arnold Allen getting submitted this fight. Also on the other side, I know Costa is on a streak of knocking 2 guys out before who have never been knocked out, but I think Arnold Allen is different than these guys. I think when it comes to Morgan Charrier, I think Arnold Allen is more durable. He's probably a more durable fighter. And then when it comes to Dan Ige, I think Arnold Allen is a fresher fighter. We said earlier in this video that Arnold Allen doesn't get a lot of fights in, but that's kind of a double-sided coin, right? So he's not getting all the experience and all the cage time that you're looking for, but he's also not taking the damage either. So between the two, I think he's a fresher fighter than Dan Ige. So I do think that there's a good possibility that Charrier is going to manage his energy well, and we're going to see him get this done this weekend by decision. That prop is sitting at plus 350, and like I said, that's my favorite prop of this fight. My second favorite prop is Arnold Allen. If you're on the Arnold Allen train, him getting it done this weekend by finish. Like I said, the other side of this is if Costa doesn't manage his energy well, he's going to dump that energy, and if Arnold Allen survives, obviously it's not looking good for Costa. The club and sub possibility is there, the knockouts there. And I know Arnold Allen right now is sitting at, for him to win by submission is plus 1100, but I think it's important for you to do the finish prop and not the knockout prop alone because of, like I said, the club and sub possibility is there. Arnold Allen's jiu-jitsu is sneaky good, and he's going to be the stronger, more durable, or bigger body fighter between the two. So if these guys start to crash in, which Arnold Allen's going to be looking to do that, if he can initiate a grappling exchange by doing body locks, he can get on top. And like I said, club and sub is there too. So if you like Arnold Allen, make sure you do him by finish. That prop is sitting at plus 260. That's all I got for you guys in this video. Stop by for my next one where we're breaking down Du Ho Choi versus Daniel Santos. Also going to be a pretty sick fight. 2 guys don't fight a lot, but when they do, it's pretty awesome. So yeah, stop by for that one, and that's all I got for you guys. I'm the fuck out of here.